Hey folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you just landed here, go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe down below. You'd be doing me a great favor if you did that. This video I'm gonna do on Vegetable Police. I just checked out one of his videos. I want to review it. What he eats a day as a raw vegan. I don't know a lot about this guy. I went over his video a little bit. I'm trying to figure out if he's doing a parody, if it's like a joke. I'm not really too sure about it, but I did watch it. I'm gonna review it with you guys. And I think it's a joke. Like, the diet's a joke. So let's begin. All right, folks. First off, I want to let you know I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not an MD. If you're going to try to do any type of raw vegan diet like this guy, you may become very emaciated like him. So go check with your MD first before you start doing any type of diet. You might even get nutrient deficient if you're not careful. So let's begin.
Sure, I feel much stronger.
Yeah, you know, folks, that's why I just started. I watched this video before a little bit to see what was going on within his diet. I decided I want to do a review on it to check out what he's doing. But to me, it's like it's a parody. I mean, is this guy joking, or is this guy serious, or what's going on? Is he just trying to be a goofball, or what's with you? But I do see some issues going on. I mean, take a look at his body. He's not looking too good. It looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of hair too, like it's thinning out on top. And he looks like he's probably about 30, early 30s maybe. He might be 35. If I found out that this guy was 28, I would be shocked. I don't think he is, though. I'm going to say he's probably about early 30s, and he doesn't look. He's getting emaciated, but I guess it's better than a bunch of the oversized Americans that are about 100 pounds overweight.
Spinach, cucumber, celery, lemon, ginger. This time,
It makes me wonder what this guy actually feels like when he gets up on a daily basis and he's doing this. How does he feel? I'm sure once he started the diet, he probably felt great. And it's probably one of those things is he's trying to chase that, kind of like a crackhead or a heroin person, or the first time somebody does drugs or chasing that first high. I'm wondering if it's this situation here too, if he's chasing down that first high type feeling that he may have had with this diet.
What could go wrong?
I would say the name explains itself there, doesn't it? GI Broom. So the first thing he has, the first thing that he eats in the morning is his green drink. And he doesn't look like he's even enjoying it. Why are you drinking it if you're not really enjoying it?
I love these. The Kent mango.
So here's the second part of his diet. I don't know how much later it is. It's probably just a couple, maybe an hour or 2 hours. Now he's having a mango.
Also,
if you're doing this diet for a week, I would say no big deal. Maybe a couple weeks, or you're trying to do something, slim down real quick, maybe something like that. Hey, no big deal. Try something new. But if you're going to do this to sustain and continue to do this year after year, this diet so far, what I can tell, sucks. I'm skipping through to the video, so I don't know if this is like an hour or 2 hours. I'm going to assume again it's probably an hour or two later, and he's having more food.
I cut this up before, like last.
As a matter of fact, it looks like watermelon, which I like watermelon. I think it's a good fruit.
And the mangoes, that's the proper way.
Look at his body. I mean, he's very, very lean, probably way too lean. That to me is looking a little bit on the unhealthy side. Take a look at the face, look at the facial structure. His jawline's getting real thin at the bottom. He's starting to have some long-term issues with this. I don't know how long this guy, Vegetable Police, has been on this diet, but man, he needs to get some red meat in his diet, man. Get some of that back. He's probably got to do it for the next 4 or 5 years, man, to get that sustenance back in his body. Now, he's having bananas. Now, I'm going to say this is probably another 2 or 3 hours later, he's having bananas. So he's not really having meals. He's having to provide sustenance for his body throughout the day. He's having small little snacks throughout the day. So he got up, had a green drink so far. He had a mango. Now he's had some watermelon after that. Now it's bananas.
Starting off with a little sugar cane juice, 9 million calories somehow. Yeah, too much. Cheers to you.
This is starting to make me wonder if this is like a parody or if this is supposed to be a joke. Like, look what this guy is eating throughout the day. And this guy's going to do this on a regular basis and think this is healthy. He's drinking sugarcane juice. He's going to need a dentist before he's going to need anything else if he keeps doing this diet.
Here's the plan. We have 1 boiled beet from yesterday. I had a couple and I have a leftover beet. A little avocado, I'm just going to eat the beet first, then the avocado, plain, simple.
So while he's finally going to get some fats into his diet, this is why it's making me think it's a joke. But this guy's like I'm going through a process of healing. I'm like looking at the foods that you're eating, man, and you think this is a process of healing? You're spiking your insulin throughout the day. You're drinking cane sugar, and this guy thinks this is about healing?
It sounded like a miracle.
Look, man, here's the deal. For anybody who are my viewers out there, if you want to take a look at what high sugar in the blood does, go ahead, get on YouTube, and take a look at all the diabetics that don't control their sugar levels and look and see what happens to their body. They get high blood pressure. They get coronary artery disease. They get foot problems. They get their toes cut off. They get their fingers cut off. That's from high sugar in the blood, elevated high sugar in the blood. This is what this guy's doing throughout the day. Right now, he's got a healthy metabolism. He's going to spike his insulin. It's going to bring that sugar levels back down. But over a period of time, he's going to more than likely have issues with that, with the elevated sugar in his blood.
As soon as I've done the beet, I have some coconut kefir. This stuff just helps the digestion so much. It's the only fermented food I notice a difference from. This is probably what got me back on track.
That's actually pretty decent. He's going to get some coconut fats out of there. Coconut fats are not as good as animal saturated fats. With the coconut fats, you're not going to get nearly as many vitamins as you would from the saturated animal fats. But coconut fat, at least he's going to get some fat. I was really concerned going like, is this guy out of his mind eating all this sugar throughout the day? At least he's going to get some fats into his diet. So that's good news for him.
Unite in our hearts, super firm. I tried food just to see if
I wonder how long he's been eating tofu or eating this type of protein. I also wonder if he works out. I think I saw somewhere when I was looking at videos, he was doing pull-ups and stuff like that. But I mean, look at him. He's not gaining any muscle. He's probably not gaining any muscle. You're not going to get it from the soy proteins. From the animal proteins, you'll be able to gain that muscle. As a matter of fact, if this guy went on an animal protein diet and got himself together with some red meat, some raw eggs, some good raw milk cheese, and some raw milk, he would, where he is right now, he would make significant gains, in my opinion, because he is so probably emaciated, maybe even vitamin deficient, could be deficient in who knows, minerals or anything else by eating like this for long periods of time, that if he switched to that diet and went into that, the way he looks, he could overeat for a period of time. For a month or two, he could easily overeat and actually gain a little bit of fat and gain a lot of muscle with it. That's what I would suggest. I'm not a medical doctor, but that's what I would suggest for this guy that he should do. All right, folks, that's the end of the video. He pretty much went over everything that he ate, but that was a very sad diet, poor diet, in my opinion. He's got a lot of sugar in his diet, and he said he's going through some sort of healing process. I don't agree with it. I'm curious to really know what he actually feels like on a daily basis by doing a diet like this. I'd like to know, how long has he been doing this? How long has this been going on? If he thinks this is going to be something he's going to do for the rest of his life, I think he's going to really run into some issues long-term down the road by eating a diet like this. He's got that coconut kefir that he's drinking. That's actually probably going to help him quite a bit if he eats that regularly. He's throwing in some avocados. That's going to help a little bit too, because he's going to be getting some halfway decent fats, but not anywhere near what animal fats and proteins are going to provide for his body when it comes to sustenance. And this guy, in my opinion, looking at him, he needs sustenance big time. And I would recommend that you get off this. This is just my opinion. If you watch this video, Vegetable Police, this is what I recommend. Get off this stuff, man, and go ahead and go on probably a 6-month protocol where you're going to overeat a little bit for the first month or 2 months and actually gain a little bit of fat. You're going to eat some organs, eat some red meat, eat some raw eggs, eat some raw milk, and eat some raw milk cheese. And if you want to throw in some watermelon, go ahead and throw in some watermelon. Throw in some fruits on top of that too. And if you insist on having a little bit of this vegetables or something like that, throw in a little bit of cooked vegetables. You can have that too with each meal if you want, just don't overdo it. That sugar drink that you were drinking, what was that stuff called? The cane sugar drink? You need to throw that out, bud. I mean, seriously, what are you thinking about drinking this stuff like that? That's what makes me think if this is a parody or if he's trying to do a joke. But this guy, man, he's serious. So I would get off that stuff, man, and do that diet. and get some of that back. And then if he wants to do this stupid stuff for another couple of weeks, yeah, he can try it, think he gets anything out of it. But this, I wonder if he's been flip-flopping between diets. He's trying this diet and then trying that diet. And he's trying to chase something down and make himself feel good, kind of like a drug, as I mentioned before, kind of like what a drug crackhead or a heroin addict, and they're trying to chase that first high. I wonder if this guy's doing something similar like that. That's kind of where I'm venturing to think that he's doing. My diet hasn't changed in like two years or so, and I feel great. Are there some days that I don't feel so hot? I mean, that's normal course of business. That's called life. You're not going to feel great all the time. It's not possible. It's just not possible. So have some common sense, folks, man, and just realize you're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some good days, and they're all going to kind of balance out. And just what I do when I have bad days, I just go, hey, man, I just suck it up and deal with it. It's not a big deal. Just make you stronger on the other side instead of just doing retarded stuff like what this guy's doing, man, and drinking cane sugar. I really think if he keeps doing that on a long-term basis, especially at his age, you know, 30, early 30s, 35 or something like that, he's going to have to invest in a dentist more than anything, start working on his teeth. All right, folks, that's the end of the video. If you watched all the way to the end, thanks for watching, and go ahead, hit like, hit subscribe. You'll be doing me a great favor if you do that. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.